Welcome back to another episode of Press On Podcast. This week in college basketball. Football season is over officially with the recap of the Super Bowl last night. You can touch on that if you want.
Shout out to the Seahawks, man. It's been a great year for me. We're both Thunder fans, so we both got to experience that in late June. This one is just as sweet, man. I've been a Seahawks fan my whole life. Shout out Sam Darnold. Greatest comeback story, greatest comeback career ever, in my opinion. He went from seeing ghosts, being laughingstock, to being a Super Bowl winner. I mean, shout out to the Seahawks organization for believing in him. What a great season. But it's college basketball season now.
It's college basketball
season. Need to harp on that
any
any longer.
There's just basketball from here on out, and we are about a month and a half away from tournament start. Not even Selection Sunday. Selection Sunday, we're like roughly a month and a week away. So we're about a month and a half.
It's almost the best time of year. This is Christmas for me. I mean, this is the best time of year.
But yeah, and then how about speaking of March? Let's have a March-type upset with Gonzaga losing midweek to Portland. I mean, the WCC is wide open now with the rise of Santa Clara. St. Mary's is still in there, and Gonzaga loses to Portland midweek.
Is Gonzaga even the best mid-major team with St. Louis being on the rise? That's a little out there to say that, but Gonzaga normally never loses to, much less St. Mary's or a good team like San Francisco or something like that. It's Portland, the Portland Pilots, if you didn't know. I was watching that game, and they just looked rattled. Portland they were making everything. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But they had EK back. EK had 35. And if their best player is doing that, I mean, I don't know how much I can trust this team in March.
It's just the lack of guard play. You know, Gonzaga usually has the commander. You know, they had like a Nolan Hickman or Ryan Nembhard, someone like that. And this year they don't really have that. It's Adam Miller. It's guys by committee. And I know you have Braden Huff and Graham EK, but the guard play to set that up is really lackluster for Gonzaga.
Yeah, sorry, EK at 24. I must have been another game. But still, yeah, like you said, like they don't have a sure-handed guy, a veteran point guard that's not going to get you over the hump. I mean, you got like Braden Smith is good. Yeah. He's not great. He's not that next-level guy. And with Braden Huff out, I mean, I don't see this team. I mean, that double big was the reason. Like, they're so physical and they were so dominant. With him out and maybe not coming back till the conference tournament, how well is he going to be acclimated? And do you think – if he can't be acclimated, how far do you think they can go in March?
I mean, I still think if they're healthy, I mean, I'm going to take Gonzaga. I still think they're going to win the WCC. At least they should. On paper. They definitely should. I like Gonzaga. I like them a lot. They've beat good teams. They beat Quad 1 teams. They beat Kentucky by 40.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like we see this a lot,
they're battle-tested, but when they get in the WCC, sometimes they just slip up. And this might have been one of those games, but when it comes to the worst team in the conference potentially, it's a really bad look for Gonzaga.
Yeah, I'm not big on Gonzaga. I don't think the roster is nearly as good as it normally is. They always do this though in non-con play where they can look dominant for a few games, and you know we kind of saw a little bit of glimpse, and we kind of looked over it when they lost to Michigan by 30, and that could have been a little preview to what is really to come March.
Yeah, and then this week they play Santa Clara, so we'll maybe touch on that later. But hey, that's a real battle tester in the WCC, so we'll see how that works. But then we move in. How about BYU? They just can't buy a win. 4 straight losses. Granted, 3 of these teams are elite: Arizona, Kansas, Houston. With the OK State loss on the road. Richie Sanders, Mitchell hit or miss, 33 points versus Kansas, then 8 versus Houston, shot 1 for 8.
Yeah.
Saunders, I mean, it's just the big 3, and then what else? It's been the same story for BYU all year, and they could potentially be an early exit team in March.
Yeah, you want an NBA-style coach, and that's what they got, Kevin Young. But when you watch this team, you really see an NBA-style offense, which is good and bad. They run so much iso ball that it's not even fun to watch at times. The only thing that's fun to watch is the players that can make the playmaking type of stuff. I mean, AJ DeBansta, he just catches the ball in the low post, and it's like, all right, you go. Yeah. KBK to get a rebound. It's like, That's not Kennard Davis hit a kick out 3. It's like there's no fluidity in the offense. It's literally just get AJ the ball and get him to the free throw line, and if he's not open, Saunders get the ball. If he's not open, Rob Wright get the ball. Yeah. It's no fluidity. It's no like cohesion within the team, and we've seen that versus good teams. Yeah. Arizona probably not the most talented team in the world, but they got 8 guys going to run the offense, get out in fast break, and just dominate you. And we saw that. Even Oklahoma State, I mean, they're a well-coached team. Steve Lutz, one of my guys. Yeah. And, I mean, shout out to him for turning that program around, a potential tournament team right now. And they're going to go into Oklahoma State, be battle-tested, and lose. That's not a recipe for success.
Yeah, they should have no bench depth. I mean, you're lucky if their bench scores maybe 7 points.
Exactly.
I mean, they had 3 points against Kansas. That's the reason they lost. Richie Saunders had 33, still lost. So it's just you never know what you're going to get out of BYU, and it's a testament. I know the Big 12, who is not being talked about like a historic conference, which they have been this year.
Oh,
yeah. Everyone talked about the SEC last year. I mean, this might be just as good as that last year.
I'm all in with you. I think this conference is fantastic with the Houston, BYU being like one of the worst teams. Kansas is now. I think Kansas can go to the Final Four as long as they're healthy.
Yeah.
Arizona, and we got bottom teams like if your worst teams like Baylor, or something like that. And Utah and Colorado, Arizona
like
State.
UCF's on the rise.
Exactly. Like you got teams in the 8 to 10 range that are still fantastic, and you're really top heavy. I mean, they've got it all. Yeah. I think a Big 12 championship is looking more likely than not.
Yeah, I don't know how many bids they would get potentially, but I mean, I'm thinking it's in the double digits by now.
Yeah, I have a bracketology. I haven't calculated that, but I mean, it's got to be the most.
Yeah,
I know Big Ten. Big Ten has a lot of bubble teams with Indiana, UCLA, USC, like teams like that. Teams that are very mid.
Yeah,
but I think the Big 12 is elite right now.
Yeah, I'm scared for BYU just because of the depth. It's get AJ the ball. Hopefully, he gets to the free throw line or makes a shot, and then. If not, kick it out to Richie. If Richie's going to shoot 1 for 8.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what Richie did in the second half versus Kansas. I mean, he had a flawless second half, 24, I think.
Yeah.
And they still came up short.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't know what this team needs to do. They've got the players. They don't have the depth. It seems like they have the coaches. I don't know. I mean, you got 3 NBA players in your starting lineup. You need to be able to get over that hump, in my opinion.
They can't buy a win, but a team that's on fire is St. John's. They got 9 wins in a row, just beat down UConn.
Yep.
4-4 in quad 1. Isn't great, but it's a lot better than what we thought they were in the beginning of the year, honestly. And then what seed line can they finish on? I mean, they're projected top 5, fell all the way out of the top 25. They've won 9 in a row, and a not very good Big East, I understand.
Yeah.
But 2 quad 1s against Villanova and UConn, and they just beat down UConn at MSG. Can they finish as a top 4 or 5 seed now?
Yeah, I actually bumped them up to a 5 seed after the game. I wanted St. John's to prove me something. I know they've beaten Villanova, but other than that, they've kind of beat up on the Butlers and the Creightons and the Georgetowns. Like, I really wanted them to prove them something here. And this was a game that they had a chance to do that versus UConn, my national championship favorite right now. And they controlled the game. They played their own game. It was a Rick Pitino-style game. I mean, they got whatever they wanted. I know it was tied at halftime, and they really pulled away at the end. This is super impressive from St. John's. We'll touch on UConn and how they can fix that later, but I think they can ultimately finish up to a 4 seed if they keep this momentum going. I don't think any higher than that because, I mean, at the end of the day, they're in a terrible Big East, and that's the only team that they're continually playing. But this team's on fire.
Yeah. Do you think come around tournament time, the guard play is a struggle, but Zuby Ejiofor and Bryce Hopkins, they're both averaging about like 15 points a game. Like, can they realistically make like a Sweet 16, maybe Elite 8 type run? Or
this is not my kind of basketball team. It's not. I love Rick Pitino, and that would be the only reason why they could. I think if they just can get it all right at the same time. I know Dylan Darling, he is one of my sleeper favorite players. He just has some balls the size of church bells, according to Rick Pitino. I mean, he is a dog. He's an animal. He had that late 3 in the game. I mean, he's good. Ian Jackson, he does enough, but this is not a team that is well suited for March, in my opinion.
Another early exit potentially coming for St. John's, which is
I think that'd be like because Iona. Rick Pitino lost 15 seed. I think Rick Pitino's going to lose again early.
Yeah. And then one quick thing.
Mm-hmm.
Should Blue Bloods be storming the court?
No. This is unbelievable. I mean, we're sitting there watching it. Are you storming the court versus your rival? Blue Blood? You're expected to win those games. I mean, if Kentucky, Kansas, Michigan State, North Carolina, Duke ever storm the court, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah.
UConn even. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What is it? I mean, this is your Super Bowl beating your rival team? Heck no. This is a rival. You're a blue blood. You have Michael Jordan, James Worthy, Vince Carter, all these great players, and you're storming the court?
As a top 15 team.
You're storming the court? Are you kidding me? And not only storming the court, you're punching Duke, supposedly, Duke coaches, which is kind of funny.
Something always happens against Duke in a court storm. I don't know what it is.
I mean, I love it. I mean, I think a big win for Hubert Davis and his future of the team. Yeah. But come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? We expect to win those games. Yeah. You expect to
storm
beat
the court as a blue blood.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. That's embarrassing, especially twice. They did it twice. All right, now let's segue into the mid-major minute. This is my favorite. The ESPN Plus games are my favorite games. The stuff that nobody else is watching, but it's the stuff that they run some good stuff. They got some good players. The random Tuesday nights at 9:30, watch the WCC or something like that. Love the SoCon this year. Shout out.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and start off with the obvious ones. St. Louis, they're on a roll. Yeah. I mean, they're just not losing. I mean, when you have a target on your back like them in a decent conference like the A10 and you're still finding a way to win games, that's saying something.
Yeah. And then, I mean, Miami still remains at the top mid-major for March, too. I mean, those two are the clear favorites. I think they're going to finish on, I don't know what seed lines, but could be really high come around March. I mean, St. Louis could be as high as a 5, looks like.
Yeah, we have no idea. Like the committee at March, they have a total different regime than what like we do as analyzers or whatever. Like they don't like we have a totally different idea. They could be a 10 seed for all we know. They could. I mean, I think they're as good as a 6, 7, 8 seed. I don't think they're up to a 5 because they don't have any quad 1 major wins.
I think they're 2-0 in quad 1.
I'm saying like the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I don't think that they could go up to a 5 seed, but I think they have that kind of talent. Trey Green, one of my favorite players, Robbie Avila, they've got it all. They can shoot that rock, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, I think St. Louis, is 23-1. Miami's 24-0. Still remain as the top dogs for March, mid-majors. Look out for them. Liberty's dominated Conference USA play as a mid-major, but
it's not hard to do.
It's not hard to do. They're 12-0, but their number 1 luck rating in Ken Palm. Don't fall for the bait. They could be surprisingly high. They could be like a 12 seed come around March. They could dominate Conference USA, which again isn't hard. But
I watch Conference USA ball twice a week, and it is terrible.
Yeah.
Shout out WKU being. I'll speak on that real fast. Yeah. WKU. Oh my gosh, that was the worst game I've ever watched in basketball. It was 6-5 in the first 10 minutes of the game. There was 55 free throws, I think, in the first half, or something like nuts. 7 technical fouls thrown, but I did catch 3 T-shirts. That was fire.
Hey, there you go.
That was the highlight of the game. I'm at a college basketball game, and the highlight is when I get a free T-shirt because what I'm watching on the court is just abysmal. Anyways, nobody cares about WKU. Let's keep going.
Yeah, but Conference USA, it's bad. Liberty's dominating so far, and people could look at that like as bait around tournament time when they play a 5 seed.
They're gonna lose by 50.
Oh, this could be the 5-12 upset, and then they lose to a team by 40.
We saw this versus NC State, and when they lost by 40. This team is not good. They're just in a bad conference. Their tallest guy is 6'7", and he's awesome. He plays like a PJ Tucker, but he's a high flyer.
Yeah,
I like him. I think they're too small. Don't fall for the bait, like you said. If they even play St. Louis as a 5-12 seed, they're getting rocked. Getting rocked.
Yeah, step away from them. Conference USA, it could be a bid stealer. You never know who could win that conference tournament. It's going to be really important for that conference tournament.
Kennesaw State, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. But it's going to be a lot of tournaments are going to be important this year. Again, like the WC, like the MVC, which I'm going to talk on right now.
Yeah.
Belmont's a clear favorite. They're top 60 in Ken Palm, but Murray State could be a potential bid stealer. I think Belmont's 12-2 in conference play, and then Murray State's right behind them at 10-4. But Belmont, I think, is a clear favorite. Mm-hmm. They have been for quite some time now, other than that one year at Murray State.
Yeah, I like Belmont a lot. They run some good basketball. They have a bunch of tall European players, and they're going to finish off 2 feet. They're not going to do anything fancy. They're going to kick out to threes. Casey Alexander, great coach. I could see him elevating. If they make the tournament this year, make a little bit of noise in that 5-12 game, I could see him elevating to a high major job.
Yeah. NBC's always got that one team, like Drake last year. Obviously, they fell off because Ben McCollum and their whole team left, but, there's always a team in the NBC, so you never really know. But I want to hit on the Mountain West, which is wide open right now.
This is
Utah State, San Diego State are right there. I think they're both 11-2 in conference play, and New Mexico and Nevada are right behind them at 9-4. How many bids can this conference get?
Let's see. Utah State is a lock. They were shaky. They played Colorado State close like last week, and now they just double down versus New Mexico. They've beaten San Diego State. They have proven they're a lock for the tournament, in my opinion. New Mexico State's really fallen off. Nevada, they can't really beat those top-end teams. San Diego State, same thing. Yeah. If they had to get one other bid, it was New Mexico last week, and I think it would be San Diego State as of now. Yeah, if they had to, but I don't think they will. That has to be a bid stealer, in my opinion.
Yeah, you think realistically only maybe one's a lock right now, potentially 2.
One auto bid, yeah, or one at-large bid.
One at-large bid.
Yep.
San Diego State, losing to Troy early in the year, it's just not great. They've dominated Mountain West play so far, but it's kind of a wide open conference, so that's potentially a bid
roster-wise, they're top of the top. They have a fantastic roster. Magoon Guath, he came back. They have some. Bird's good. Their coach is a legend. If they go into March, they're battle tested. They lost some the players there. They played some good teams. They could make some noise, but watch out for Utah State as the 8-9 seed. They're gonna be tough coming out.
Yeah, and then we touched on it earlier, but with Gonzaga losing to Portland, WCC could realistically get 3 teams.
Yeah,
they also could get 1 coming around that time. But Santa Clara, St. Mary's, and Gonzaga are all on the way up. And Santa Clara, I'll let you talk about them because you're their biggest fan. They're 38th in Ken Palm now.
I'm the biggest fan east of Santa Clara. I'll tell you what. I watch every game. I love this team. Right now, they are first in the West Coast Conference. Shout out Santa Clara. Shout out the Broncos. I'm a big fan. I think Elijah Mahi is an NBA player. I love the guy. They just played a close game versus Wazoo. I was super scared. They were up big and they let them come back in. But, man, to go 21-5, 12-1 in the conference, their only losses to Gonzaga, but that was on January 8th. They've got a big game versus Gonzaga on Saturday night. We'll hit on that a little bit later, give some predictions. But if they can win that game, it's looking up. It's looking up. No matter what they do in the WCC, if they beat Gonzaga and beat the St. Mary's game, they already beat St. Mary's once.
Yeah.
It's looking right. But for St. Mary's.
Yeah, so what does that mean for St. Mary's?
They got some work to do, man. They haven't beat St. Mary's. They haven't beat Gonzaga or Santa Clara. If they lose another one like to a Portland like Gonzaga did, I think they're booted. They're my last team in right now, and that's favorable. That's just because their net rating is super good.
Yeah, they at least have to make the semifinals, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
They have to play in the championship. They have to play in the championship. I think they either have to play Santa Clara or Gonzaga in the championship.
Yeah, I mean, they have 0 Quad 1.
I don't think they're getting in.
They have Pepperdine and Pacific this week. That's an easy dub. Seattle, Washington, easy dubs. And then they play Santa Clara and Gonzaga. The last 2 days in February, last 2 games in February, I think that is going to be the biggest week in WCC recent history. I really do, because getting 3 teams in would be revolutionary for a conference like that.
Yeah, so we'll just kind of see what happens. I think Santa Clara, I mean, we're just going to have to see.
They're not a March winner. If they get on the 11th seed line, I think they get hammered by a 6th seed. Yeah. They're a streaky shooting team. I love them to death because it's an underdog story. They don't have super high-touted players, and they do it right. They redshirt their freshmen. They play them the next year, kind of how St. Mary's does it. Yeah. It's a good team, but St. Louis and Miami Ohio are definitely on the top of the top.
That's our mid-major minute. We'll move into the weekend recap. Where we start on Friday with St. John's taking down UConn. Zuby Ejiofor with 21 points. Dylan Mitchell and Bryce Hopkins added 15 each. It's just St. John's great win at MSG. They've won 9 in a row. They're hot. But what does this mean for UConn?
Yeah, I think it was just time for UConn to drop one. They had won so many close games. They'd taken teams to overtime that they should have beaten by a lot. They just find a way to win most of these games, and this is just one where the last 5 minutes it was close, and who was going to pull away. And this time, I think it just happened not to be them. Yeah. I think there was a lot of red in the Garden. That's what Danny Hurley said. He was like, "Man, I was surprised to see that their fans showed up more than our fans, because normally UConn they travel to the Garden. Yeah. Who wouldn't? It's the greatest venue on earth. Yeah. But UConn's going to be fine. I think Braden Mullins, he had an off game, had 11 points. He didn't shoot the ball the greatest. Tarsh Reed kind of got bodied by Zuby. Yeah. That's not saying much because Zuby's a dog. I think UConn, they're still going to be a 1 to 2 seed and could still win it all.
Yeah, I think they 100% could still win it all. But for St. John's, they're teetering now on that 5-6 seed line, wondering where they're going to finish up. They've won 9 in a row against a bad Peak East, but
they're hot right now.
Taking down UConn is a very impressive win, and this was kind of their Super Bowl. They needed this game really bad. Yep. I mean, now teetering from a 5 seed. If they lost this game, probably looking at an 8 or 9.
Yeah,
so, I mean, they jumped up 2 or 3 seed lines with this game. It was huge for them, huge for Rick Pitino. He said he was going to pop a couple beers after the game. So I guess he needed it after dry January. So, hey, this is what he needed. Big win for St. John's against UConn.
I love Rick Pitino, man. He keeps it real. I mean, you love coaches like that. He is probably one of the oldest coaches in college basketball, if not the oldest. He has an old style. He's not into the NIL, all that saga. He wants to coach these guys to be good men, good basketball players, and he's doing that. I mean, he's taking like Dylan Mitchell, Elijah Sellers, guys like weren't the greatest at their last spots, and just really elevating them right now. And I'm not huge on St. John's. I said that a little bit earlier in the podcast. But shout out to them. Shout out to them getting a good win. Yeah. I think their guard play is going to be super sketch. But on the other side, UConn, Silas Dimmery, I feel like he arrived this game.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for him to just pop off. He's been great all season, but I wanted to see him arrive as that one guard. So LaBall is the guard that they talk about. But come March, I think Silas Dimmery and Braden Mullins are going to be the 2 people that we talk about on UConn's roster.
So LaBall has been really – like we all know he's great, but he hasn't really put it together all that much this year.
It's just like consistency for him. He can drop 8 and go 3 for 12 on threes, and then you got 27 and go dang near 90% from 3. It's like I want to see some consistency, and that's what UConn's team normally has. They have that consistent shooter. You know, like in the past they've had that, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this game. I think UConn's gonna be fine though.
Yeah, I think UConn's gonna be perfectly fine. I just think St. John's really needed it. Then we'll move into the greatest rivalry. Maybe in all sports, Duke UNC, game of the year so far. Biggest rivalry did not disappoint.
It did not. I mean, Caleb Wilson, the way he could just keep them in that game. Duke just came out and punched them. Yeah. And he got to his spot. Like AJ gets to that low post spot, 15 feet. Yep. Directly like above the block. They get to that spot. And they go to work, man. Caleb Wilson was a dog. He kept them in that game.
He had like 14 in the first half, kept them afloat, and then Henry Vasar and Seth Trimble came alive in the second half. Finally, the big 3 we wanted to see for UNC.
Yeah, Derek Dixon has that clutch gene. He hit that 3 to cut it to 6. and then followed up by Vessar hitting that 3 to tie it, and then Derek Dixon gets downhill, kicks it to Seth Trimble.
Ball game.
Tickles the twines for ball game. That was an awesome moment. Watching it with the fellas, that we all went nuts. That's what college basketball is all about. You're losing all game to your rival. Cam Boozer looks like an animal, like he is. He misses a late game bunny, honestly, wide open at the rack, and they stormed the court.
They did.
Did they ruin it? Did they ruin the rivalry or that little game that they had? I don't say they ruined it.
I don't think they ruined it, but it's definitely a stain for sure.
It's like, come on, man. I'm a storm court guy. Like, if you're a mid-major and you're beating some random, a better team than you, like if New Mexico maybe beat Utah State this year, storm that freaking court. Yeah. But if you're a blue blood and you're storming courts, we already hit on it earlier, so I won't harp on it too much. But that'd be better, UNC. But shout out to them. I'm not taking anything away from you guys. Yeah. This is a win they needed. And listen to this. They beaten Kansas. They beaten Kentucky. They beat Duke. They have beaten every blue blood. That's insane. That's the first time since 1982 that they've done that in one season.
That's nuts. I don't even know the last time they three played in the season. So that's awesome. But Cam Boozer did Cam Boozer things. I mean, he had 24, a bunch of rebounds. I mean, he's player of the year so far in college basketball. But again, comes down to Duke. Can they get him help? And
I mean
that's the recipe for them, and that's probably why they struggled late, because it's like, okay, Cam, go get the ball, and if you can't get open, shoot. If it's not an Isaiah Evans kick out 3, then what is it? Yeah,
I mean, he has been the most underappreciated player in all of college basketball. And I think that's because people are so focused on the NBA mock drafts that they don't even consider him to be 1, 2, maybe even 3 now. I mean, with Caleb Wilson kind of arriving. But he needs to – I feel like he's the player of the year, obviously, and he is so good. He's honestly just as good as Cooper Flagg was, maybe even better as a college player, not as a prospect. Take the prospect out. Cam Boozer is the best player in college basketball, and it's not close. It's not freaking close. He is so good. Give him his flowers. But like you said, who's going to be that second guy? I thought Caleb Foster looked great this game. He only had 9, but he was playing like a true point guard.
Yep.
I mean, he only had 3 assists, but he wasn't turning the ball over. He was good. I mean, it's just like, who's going to elevate? Isaiah Evans is a good 3 option, not a 2 option. You don't want to be that 2. But they found a way to win most games, and they had this game in the bag. I'm honestly not worried for Duke in the slightest.
I'm not worried about Duke in the slightest. I mean, it's a rivalry game. You're on the road. I mean, you were up pretty much the whole game. It's kind of like the UT Kentucky situation, which we'll hit on in a second, where you outplay your opponent for freaking 35 minutes. And
exactly.
Lose. So, it's just how it happens.
Yeah, I thought Dame Sarr, they just added him back to the starting lineup. I thought he came out guns blazing. I think he had 3 threes in the first 10 minutes. If he can arrive come March, he can be like a good Sion James, kind of guy where, I mean, he's not the first, second, third, maybe even 4th option, but he can make some noise in March. Duke's going to go to the Final Four, though.
Oh, yeah. I think.
If I had to pick one coach to start college basketball, my college basketball franchise, like I want factoring young, factoring winning, the way they coach style, it's John Shire. It's not even close.
It's a great pick.
I love John Shire.
I can't disagree with that.
To what he did from Coach K leaving to have one semi-down year where they still made some noise in the tournament, and he's just had sustainability. He gets the best recruits. They have money. They have everything you could ever want, and the stuff he runs is just fantastic. I think John Shire might hoist a championship trophy this year.
I think Hubert Davis saved his job with this one. Seriously. I mean, it was looking shaky for North Carolina. I mean, I know they're ranked high, but I always thought they were overranked as a team. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, they beat Virginia, and now you beat Duke. I mean, Hubert Davis saved his job with these last 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this speaks numbers for ACC too. I mean, to have them, Virginia, NC State is absolutely a wagon right now.
Louisville's shaky, but can be good.
Louisville stinks.
I wasn't going to say it.
They stink. Anyways, I think this is big for the ACC. They might even be better than the SEC this year.
Oh, I think, I mean, we don't have a two teams caliber to North Carolina and Duke, I don't think. Florida's the only
Virginia
one.
Too. Virginia's some dogs, man. NC State's rolling. I mean, Louisville obviously is not good, but I think ACC is not being talked about enough. I know the bottom is super bad.
Really
it's
bad.
super bad.
But so is the SEC.
Yeah, Mississippi State and South Carolina might be the worst 2 teams. LSU even the worst 3 teams I've ever seen.
My sleeper team, Mississippi State is.
Shout out Vandy, even though they lost to Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, Vandy put up 30 points in 5 minutes and lost.
I mean,
that was insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's just Oklahoma was so due, though. I mean, they lost 8 in a row. Finally get a win. I mean,
going into Vandy is something that is not easy to do this year. We've been there. It is an electric atmosphere. Shout out to the Sooners. I think they caught Vandy lacking.
They caught Vandy at the right time.
They did.
I mean, they really did.
Yeah.
Yeah. In their last 121 meetings, though, Duke 60 wins, UNC 61 wins.
Yeah.
This game never disappoints, and I can't wait for March 7th in Cameron Indoor.
Oh my gosh! And
it's the last game of the year before the ACC tournament.
And the points are like, I think
this could be the 1 and 2 seed game.
I think Duke had 5 points more than UNC coming. Like it's same 60 versus 60, now 60-61, and they're like a 5-point differential all time. That's insane. Yeah. This is the best rivalry in all sports.
March 7th, they'll be marked.
Duke's gonna kill him. They're gonna kill him. I think Duke is just so good. I do. Yeah. I don't think the players are the best. But I mean, Caleb Foster, he's really arriving for me. I love point guards, and so Duke's can go far.
And then right following that Duke-UNC game, right after on ESPN, Kentucky-Tennessee. Again, the same story. Kentucky down by, I think it was 13 this time, not 17. Comes back against Tennessee, who outplays them for 35 minutes. And Colin Chandler, the Mormon man, clutches up again. Mark Pope, 10-1 versus Tennessee in his career, just owns them.
That was my Super Bowl. I know my team actually won the Super Bowl, but this was awesome.
Yeah.
Being from Tennessee, growing up a Kentucky fan, people, you're the same way. Oh, yeah. I mean, this was. I hate Tennessee fans. Yeah. I hate Tennessee as a whole. I think their basketball team is fraudulent. The football team stinks. I hate Tennessee. Shout out Mark Pope. Yeah. He has revived this Kentucky team. He has been saying it in his press conferences since the start of the year. It's just a matter of time before we hit shots. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah. And they have hit shots. And they have the comeback cats. It's a sustainable thing now. It's not luck.
It's not luck.
They've done it last 5 of the last 7 games. Come back from a decent deficit. Yeah. Kentucky is a good basketball team.
I think so. I mean, the 3 guard lineup of Chandler, Owe, and Aberdeen has done numbers for Kentucky. I think it was just figuring it out, maybe too many cooks in the kitchen when they had Lowe and other guys playing.
That's a good way to put it.
Johnson can find a way to score some off the bench in his now like 15-ish minutes a night. The bigs of Moreno and Garrison still some shaky minutes there. Yelovich cannot play.
I mean,
but
Garrison's like baby Shaq all of a sudden the last 2 games.
I don't know what's going on with him, but I mean, he had 20 and 10 against who was it?
Oklahoma,
and now played great against.
He is playing way more than Moreno the last 2 games. Moreno
for good reason though.
But Moreno, the last minute when he was backing down, I think it was Jalen Carey or Akpara. I mean, he was just physical. He's a future NBA player. Yeah, he's physically dominant.
But let's talk about the Tennessee side. Nate Ament. I mean,
Kevin Durant. You mean?
All of a sudden, I mean, Tennessee fans were acting like he was. I don't even know. They were just acting like he was a terrible.
The worst basketball player ever.
Yeah, he was averaging 16.5 points per game, and they were like, "Wow, this guy sucks." I'm like, okay. And now against Mississippi State in the second half, he had 28, and then against Kentucky, he has 29.
And Georgia, I think he had 30. I mean, they showed a stat like those last 2 games, he's averaging like 34? Or, I don't know, maybe not that high. It was something just absolutely absurd. Nate Ament, I mean, I knew Kentucky had a chance second half because of how Gillespie and Nate Ament were shooting in the first half. They were like the Golden State Warriors. It was like a Rick Barnes team. Rick Barnes' team is shooting that well. Yeah, that's not going to happen in the second half. No way. Shout out Nate Ament. He has arrived. Let's go back to Kentucky. I can't talk about more about Otega Oweh.
Oh, yeah.
How can somebody be so unengaged, so look like he didn't want to be there, look like he got his paycheck, we were sitting in these same chairs hating on him. Yeah. And now he is looking like SEC Player of the Year.
I mean, the Michigan State game, right after that, it's just some sort of switch flip. I mean, he was just now I think he's hit 20 points in the last 6 games, I think.
He's fantastic.
Just completely flipped.
He's averaging 22 in SEC play. Yeah. That's not normal. Yeah. But I think the biggest thing for the Kentucky team, like you said, too many cooks in the kitchen. They finally have like some continuity, some cohesion. Mm-hmm. When you don't know, like Yelovich didn't know if he's playing 0 minutes or 30. Same with Chandler. Same with Jasper. Yeah. We finally have a rotation, and they know where they're going to play, when they're going to play, and how much. And that is just so big. They don't have to fight for minutes. They know where they are. Yeah. And when you have that, you can finally play basketball. Colin Chandler's like, I'm a starter. Trenton was like, I'm going to get a couple minutes. Jasper, same thing. Yep. There's cohesion. They're playing together. They played a terrible game versus Tennessee, I mean on the offensive side, and they still won. Their defense is locked in. This is a good defensive team and a mediocre offense, which is not Mark Pope's style. So he's been able to adjust. Mark Pope, thank you.
Yeah. Let's just say this rivalry's back. Kentucky is going to own you in basketball. You can have football. Whatever.
Will Stein, though. Shout out.
Hey, Will Stein, he could provide it.
Feed the studs.
Yeah, you never know. But this rivalry's back in the Kentucky ownership department. I mean, Give it back. I mean, what are we doing? We had 8 years of Calipari versus Barnes versus, we never knew who was going to win. It's back.
Mark Pope's going to send Rick Barnes to retirement.
Yeah. Give us basketball back. Come on. What are we doing? That shouldn't have even been a thing. You're just lucky we had Calipari.
How far do you think? I know we Sweet 16 capped Kentucky. Second weekend cap. Do you think what's going to have to them prove to you that they can go farther than the second weekend?
I would just say Kentucky. I mean, it's going to be really battle tested the last 3 weeks of the year because you have, I think the last 3 games, you have 3 quad 1 games in a row. So if you can win those games, you're battle tested, you're proven, but also you need to beat the bad teams at the same time.
Yeah, they have the hardest remaining schedule.
You can't lose to like a Missouri at home. You can't slip up against games like, I know we have like a Mississippi State left still.
Yeah, there's South Carolina, like Auburn, A&M, Georgia. Yeah. I mean, you got Florida twice. If you can still win the last game of the season, March 7th, if you can steal that from Florida going into the SEC tournament, I think this team can make the second weekend.
The SEC tournament's gonna be huge this year.
They can't drop any like bad ones. They dropped to, I think even Georgia's a bad one now. They're dropping Auburn. I could see them slipping. South Carolina can't slip up that one. They always do that in Columbia, South Carolina. They can't do that this year. Kentucky's gonna need to finish. How many games they got left? 7 games. Yep. They have 17 wins. I think if they can go 5-2 the last 2 games with 1 win over Florida and a win over Vandy, I think that is enough to push me over the edge to get to that second weekend.
Yeah. And then, I mean, last year it was just, for March Madness, it was just the top teams were so good. I mean, it was a 1-2 Elite 8, and then it was all 1 seeds Final Four.
Yep.
And then the whole Sweet 16 was basically, I mean, what was the lowest seed? Like a 10 seed? Arkansas?
Yeah, it was Arkansas, and then the other was pretty chalky.
It's just like, it was so top heavy that I think this year a lot of it's going to rely, this tournament's going to rely on where the teams fall in the seed lines. So like if Kentucky, I mean, they could be a sneaky 6 seed, but they could also be like a really bad like 4 seed. So you just really never know how that seed line's going to shake up.
Yeah.
So I think this year it's going to be a lot depending on how it's drawn up in the bracket.
Yeah, I totally agree. If they play some physically dominant team in the second round, like kind of how Gonzaga is, honestly, with the bigs and just dominate you, there's no chance. But if they can play a team that loves to run a gun and shoot it, Mark Pope
can compete with any of those
Mark Pope has proven that he can drop a good defensive scheme, or whoever the defensive coordinator is for Kentucky is. I think this team is still capped at Sweet 16.
Yeah, I believe
I think
that
you can only come back so much in March. You have to win 5 in a row or 6 in a row, and
you got to be a first half team.
You got to. I mean,
somewhat.
You got to just shoot the ball well in the first half, kind of like they did versus Oklahoma. Come out not flat. I think the players they can only take them so far. Yeah. I think keep low on the sideline, keep JQ on the sideline, keep this thing rolling.
Yeah.
If Cam can come back.
I
mean, I love Cam. He's awesome.
If Cam can come back, he's just a plug and play, can shoot some threes.
Yeah, he's not going to hurt you.
I mean, all he's going to do is take Trent's minutes, which, I mean, it's a wash basically.
Yeah.
So.
And shout out real fast. Last shout out to Jasper Johnson. I think he was fantastic on the defensive end. Should have got more minutes, but watch out for him being a little sneaky backup point guard. He's a microwave, and I think he's the best passer on the team.
He reminds me a little bit of a lefty Rob. A little bit.
Yeah, just a lot less talented.
Not shifty, a lot less talented, but a lefty Rob a little bit.
Yeah.
He's really. I wasn't a big fan of Jasper Johnson at the beginning of the year. He's really kind of flipped that on me.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and jump right into Illinois-Michigan State game. This was on at the same time, so I had to go back and watch it the next day because I saw the score and I saw it win in overtime, so I wanted to see how it happened, and this game was all that it advertised.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Michigan State. I mean, trying to avoid 2 losses in a row. And they did. Won in overtime. Back and forth all game. Game of runs, like 6-0 run Michigan State, 6-0 run Illinois. Jeremy Fears, 26-15. The Grayson Allen of college basketball now all of a sudden.
I mean, yeah.
Almost didn't start this game. Izzo thought about bringing him off the bench.
That was
luckily he did start. I mean, he's like a Rajon Rondo type point guard where you're like, how is this guy averaging how is this guy putting up 26 and 15?
Yeah, playing 43 minutes. I mean, he is Izzo's guy. He's Izzo's Cassius Winston. I mean, I know I'm not comparing them as talented players, but he is that point guard of the team, and he's like, I'm not a big fan of Jeremy Fears. I think he's a dirty player, but sometimes you need that to win. I mean, sometimes you do. Versus Minnesota, he really did kind of lose that game for him, but then he comes back and drops 26 and 15 in 43 minutes. I mean, he's fantastic. The all-around roster is just, I mean, I don't know what you're going to get from every guy. Kurtang hit the three to take the lead. I mean, you never know. But shout out Jordan Scott. He has been a true freshman plug and play. He is one of the best defenders in the Big Ten. I think he has been kind of the difference in that game guarding Keaton Wagler.
Yeah, for it being a high-scoring game, it was roughly poor shooting, though. I mean, Illinois shot 37%, Michigan State 43%, 85-82. Kind of weird there. Merkovich, Stojakovic, and Wagler combined for 51. Wasn't enough. Snapped Illinois' 12-game winning streak. But I wouldn't move them off their seed line. I still think they're a 2 seed. Still think Illinois is amazing.
Illinois is awesome.
I mean,
they're awesome.
Michigan State really needed this one.
Yeah, this was a desperate
team.
team.
They can't lose back-to-back in East Lansing.
Yeah, this was a desperate team. I mean, to lose against Michigan, I felt like they put all their eggs in that basket and then go to Minnesota or at home versus Minnesota and lose that one and give Minnesota they outplayed them in every single stat. It was like some historic stat where Minnesota literally was outplayed everywhere and still won in East Lansing. So Michigan State, this was had to have, and they did it. Shout out to Michigan State, but Illinois
out of the top seed. I think that belongs to Michigan now in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I love Illinois. I think I mean they just kind of run that 5-out spacing with 2 to 3 bigs at all times. It is really fun to watch. I mean, both of Isic are their best shooters ever. I mean, they're Nikola Mirotic out there shooting the ball.
Zvonimir is just a corner sitter now.
I mean, he's a sniper, low key. I mean, I don't know where. I hate that. It makes me kind of mad.
Yeah.
I mean, put that guy in the dunker spot. I mean, but shout out Jake Davis, Ben Hummerkov, the glue guys really coming in. I mean, Jake Davis had the offensive rebound put back to send it to overtime with the 2 free throws. But it's just weird with Kylan Boswell going down. He was their best player. Not really even close.
Yeah.
When he was playing, he goes out.
Now just unlock Keaton Wagler all of a sudden.
Yeah, and then Jordan Scott played really well on Keaton Wagler. I think it was about time that he doesn't drop 27. So, I mean, he had still 16.
Yeah.
This guy's fantastic.
But what about Michigan State now? I mean, we looked at them as now they're falling off, kind of like that Purdue losing streak that they had. Do you still think, all right, well, based off that reaction, I just know where you're going with this.
Michigan State is not good at basketball. I'm not going to say that. They're a good basketball team. They're a great basketball team. I don't think they have enough in March. We saw this last year where I think they're Sweet 16 capped. I don't think they can beat a good Michigan. They just had too much for them. They had too much shooting. They had too much running. They just had too much for them. Illinois. They just caught Illinois beating Nebraska, Purdue. There was another one in there. I can't even think of it right now. But I think they caught them. They got a desperate team, and they won by 3 and needed a little bit of help from the refs. And
I mean, it's telling when you lose 2 in a row to Michigan at home, and then you lose to Minnesota.
This team's capped. I would bet on.
Got to drop 26 and 15 just for you to win it overtime.
I would bet on Illinois to go much further than Michigan State.
I would bet the same. I think Michigan State, it's just they don't shoot a lot of threes. I mean, I think they were 7 of 20. They shot 24 threes this game, which is nuts. But they only made 7 of them. It's just they don't shoot very well. Cohen Carr is, kind of a liability on the perimeter.
Jackson Kohler is their best shooter.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Tom Izzo team for sure.
Yeah.
And I think our Tom Izzo teams kind of peaked now because of the way college basketball's changed. Now we'll move into this week's predictions. Starting with today, we have NC State at Louisville and Arizona at Kansas. We'll start in the ACC with NC State at Louisville.
This is so much better than Monday Night Football. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
This is awesome. But this is at 6, the other one 8:30. Sorry, little rant. I think NC State, they're undefeated on the road in the ACC play. Like wins against SMU at SMU, not easy place to play. Just went to Virginia Tech, beat a decent Virginia Tech team.
Yep.
I think they keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Louisville's been shaky. They needed a case in prior heave from half court to beat Wake Forest.
Yeah.
And I think NC State, they're rolling right now. Will Wade's got those guys juiced up. Darren Williams is playing a lot better. Copeland's playing a lot better. Give me NC State.
Yeah, give me Darren Williams and NC State too. Out on the road, out
really?
Louisville.
We're both going.
Louisville, they're just so shaky. I think, what are they, 7-4 in ACC play?
Yeah,
something like that.
I know 4 losses.
A case in prayer, heave versus Wake Forest to get you a win at Wake Forest, and they're bottom.
Don't even get me started, bro.
I don't love Louisville. I mean, their play style's fast, but they don't make a lot of shots. So it's just I don't really know what they're trying to do. I think they kind of gotten lucky all year with some of their wins.
They can win good games at home, so I can see them taking this game. Yeah. But they go to Duke and get absolutely waxed.
Yeah,
waxed. I mean, like I said, they can win good games. Virginia Tech at home, SMU at home, they win. I mean, they go on to their California road trip and they struggle. And they lose to Stanford there, and they lose to Duke at home. I mean, this team is just not overwhelmingly amazing. I was waiting for Michael to get back and then just be right there, click.
It's not.
But the guy at the helm's not great. I could say it. I kind of watched him and Mark Pope together. I said that they were 2 average coaches. I think one's clearly going to beat better teams, and that's Mark Pope. I think Pat Kelsey's going to need to prove to me, hey, we can win. We can beat NC State, and we can win a couple tournament games. And this is a big game for them, in my opinion.
Yeah, oh, it's a very telling game. I mean, this will really shake up ACC play. I think NC State could move right into ranked range. I mean, if they beat Louisville, I mean, and then Louisville could fall right out. I mean, Louisville is teetering maybe like a 5-6 seed line. I mean, if they lose this game, they could be down to an 8.
Mm-hmm.
You just really never know in this ACC, so this could really shake up their play. And then we'll move into the Big 12. This is a potential Final Four matchup, it looks like. Arizona at Kansas in the Fieldhouse. Is this Arizona's first loss?
Oh, man, I wanted you to answer that first. I don't know where to go with this. I really don't. I mean, Arizona, they have showed no signs of slowing down. They just waxed Oklahoma State. And that's a good Oklahoma State team who just beat BYU. This Arizona State team has everything you want in a championship roster.
Yeah.
Maybe not like a top 5 draft pick, but, I mean, that doesn't even matter.
That doesn't matter.
I mean, it really doesn't even matter.
Have that.
Exactly.
I mean, they're just so down. I compare them all the time to 2023 UConn. They're built the exact same way pretty much. I love this Arizona team. I'll pick it for you. I do not think this is Arizona's first loss.
I don't know how I could say that.
I just don't. I don't see it. I mean, I know it's in the Fieldhouse, and Darren Peterson hopefully plays the whole game. We don't know. Sometimes his hamstring is just string cheese. I don't know, but I don't think this is Arizona's first loss. Give me Jane Bradley and Koa Pete to go into the Fieldhouse and beat Kansas.
Yeah, I think the exact same thing, and this is not a knock on Kansas in the slightest. I think they
not
have
at all. I mean,
5, maybe 6 players. They have no bench. I mean, McDowell's about all they got, and he gets hurt too. I mean, Cole Rosaro doesn't even play anymore, and that's without what used to be a starter. I think Kansas' starting 5 is just as good as any other starting 5 in the country.
Yeah.
But Arizona is just a little too much. Tommy Lloyd's got those guys just absolutely rolling.
Do we think they go undefeated the rest of the year?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, if they're going to go win
the rest of the year.
If they go win the rest of the year, like into the tournament?
No. Just rest of the regular season.
If they're going to go into the Fieldhouse and beat a healthy Kansas team, I think they can do anything they want to.
No.
I think Houston is so good that if they play at Houston, I don't know if they do, they lose to Houston at Houston. But that's about the only game I can see them slipping up. They're not going to slip up to a bad team. They're just too well coached.
No, I don't think they slip
and too many good players to do that. I mean, Cole Pete's probably your 3rd, 4th best player. I mean, Braden Burries is the best freshman. I mean,
holy cow, look how good the Big 12 is. Their remaining schedule, by the way, is at Kansas, Texas Tech, BYU, at Houston.
In a row?
And then they play, in a row. Then they play at Baylor, versus Kansas, versus Iowa State, at Colorado.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, if they go undefeated.
How is this conference not being talked about?
That's what I'm saying, bro. This could be the greatest conference ever.
Potentially.
I mean, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I think if they go undefeated, they could be the best team of all time.
Really?
With that roster. I mean, with that schedule.
It's looking like it. I mean, they are a Kentucky 2015 dominant type team right now.
I don't think. There's no way they go undefeated. There's no way.
I think it's basically impossible in modern day college basketball. But
especially, like, we need an expansion or something. I mean, there's too many good teams. I don't know what's going on. Somebody start a college.
Now moving to Tuesday where we got Purdue at Nebraska. I think this is for solo 3rd place in the Big Ten. So this is huge for seed lines too because Purdue is looking to get into that 2 seed mark. Nebraska's probably trying to stay in it. At Nebraska, Purdue, Nebraska. Who you got?
Nebraska. Ooh. Not even close. It might be a close game, but it's not. It's not even a teeter for me. I think Nebraska is looking like the way better team. I don't know if you watched the Purdue-Oregon game. If you didn't, if you didn't, you're lucky because Oregon shot just about as bad as you can possibly shoot and still
Purdue
lost.
Only won by 4.
And it took somebody literally getting clipped in the face on Oregon on a ball screen, and it was Fletcher Lawyer that ended up hitting a wide open 3, and that was the game. And Oregon couldn't hit free throws. Like Oregon literally had the game won in every aspect, and they just couldn't make a shot. Yeah. Purdue they're playing their worst basketball of the season right now. They went from looking like the best team.
They're just playing really bad in general.
Coming out of January or coming into January, they looked like the best team in the country. Like honestly, other than Arizona, and now, I mean they're dropping games, man. I mean that Keaton Wagler kind of destroyed this program a little bit.
They lost 3 in a row. Keaton Wagler dropped 40 on them. Braden Smith is kind of a shell of himself. He's just not.
He's not. He's
not that $3 million player that he was sought out to be in the portal. Allegedly, I know he didn't enter the portal, but allegedly, Kentucky really wanted him. Apparently.
I mean, I would still take him.
I would definitely still take him. But Oscar Clough hasn't really lived up to that guy that he's supposed to be out of the transfer portal. Mm-hmm. TKR. It's just I don't know.
It's just like Fletcher Lawyer. He needs to have 20 points.
Yeah.
He can't keep going 3 for 15 from downtown.
Yeah.
And CJ Cox is going to give them nothing on offense. Me and him give them the same offensive performance. Yeah. Just about. And I'm on the bench. I'm watching the game.
I was going to say,
I'm not even on the bench. I wish I was. But I don't think Purdue is set up for success in the tournament.
Yeah.
I think they're a team that's gonna flail early.
Yeah. That being said, give me the Hoiberg boys. Give me Nebraska.
Let's go. I'm all in on Nebraska.
Give me Nebraska ball.
Rank Mask is finally healthy. Price Sanford's playing all American level, and Braden Frager's also healthy. This team is finally getting healthy, and they only lost 2 games, and they're very close to the best 2 teams in the country potentially.
Yeah.
I think Nebraska ball is going to get hot late. We'll see how they can prove to me that they're a good tournament team, but give me the Nebraska ball right now.
Yeah. Then we kind of have a dip in the games. No real Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday games. Kind of sad.
There's games on, but nothing crazy.
Saturday's hitting.
Oh, yeah.
Kansas at Iowa State. Who we got?
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, fellas.
Yeah, if we think that Kansas is going to lose to Arizona, they go right on the road to Iowa State.
No way they beat Iowa State twice. No way. What they did to Iowa State in the Fieldhouse was downright ridiculous. Embarrassing. Give them their first loss by 30. It was over by the tip-off. I mean, it was bad. I think Josh Jefferson is a top 10 player in the entire country. Milan Momcilovic is the foreign sniper. He is awesome. And you got Taman Lipsey, Torrey. That guy's just loaded. They're loaded. Iowa State's not being talked about enough. Give me the Cyclones.
Yeah, I think the Cyclones also win. I mean, no way they get embarrassed twice by Kansas.
No way.
No way. In Ames.
Not a hate on Kansas, but if they lose, they lose to Arizona, Iowa State.
I mean, it's okay to drop games in the Big 12. I mean,
it's okay.
Losing to Arizona and then Iowa State back to back is not the end of the world.
It's like losing to 2. I think Arizona State's like the first 2 seed in my opinion, and so losing to 2 top 5 teams. Okay, whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna fault you at all for that. As long as you make
Kansas
it close.
has a more likelihood. It sounds crazy, but do we think Kansas has a more likelihood to beat Arizona tonight or on Saturday at Iowa State?
More likelihood to beat Arizona tonight because of what Iowa State got, how they got embarrassed.
Yeah.
If Iowa State already won, I'd say okay, Kansas can go into Ames and give them a good battle. No way. No way they beat them in Ames.
Yeah. And then SEC matchup: Kentucky at Florida. This is a 2:00 ABC game. Transitioning from football, so this is the first ABC game of the year, I think, for the most part.
I'm on a Saturday. They had some Sunday ones.
Yeah, they had a Sunday, Florida, Alabama. Yeah. But back to Florida, back in the swamp. This is basically battle for who's the best team in the SEC. It might not line up like that because I know like Texas A&M still at the top of the SEC, but this is a battle for basically who's going to be the best team in the SEC. Kentucky at Florida.
Florida's gonna
might
do them in. They might do them in like how Vandy did Kentucky in. I mean, I love Kentucky. I think I'm so proud of what this team has done. I think Mark Pope has really turned this program and gaining trust with BBN gradually, but Florida's just a little too much for him. A little too much.
I think Florida's going to wipe the floor with Kentucky. I just don't think they have it. I don't know who's going to guard Tommy Houck. I'm going to be completely honest. I think Tommy Houck's going to have like 25.
You have to start. Yeah. I think you have to start Brandon Garrison this game. You cannot have the foot speed of Yelovich versus because you got to like Chinyelu,
double bigs.
Chinyelu and Moreno. They can.
Yeah.
I mean Chinyelu is way better, but that's not a knock on Moreno. You got to put Garrison on Condon. I guess you got to put Owe on Houck.
Yeah, I guess.
Which is not terrible because Owe is a top 10 on-ball defender in the league, in the country.
Well, he didn't look like that first half against Tennessee.
Well, when you're coming off double staggers after double stagger after double stagger,
you're a little tired.
It's a little hard because he's getting clipped on every screen.
And he's got to carry the offense. So I get
exactly.
It. But
I don't think this is a good matchup. I think Aberdeen and Xavier Lee are like the exact same player. Aberdeen's way better, but like the same kind of style. Boogie Fland and Colin Chandler. I don't know. Yeah. I think there's not much recipes for success for Kentucky.
Kentucky's got the guard play to keep you in it, but I just don't think
Kentucky's got to shoot how they did versus Arkansas.
Chinyulu's going to eat Malachi Moreno. Yeah, probably.
Tennessee had 15 more rebounds than Kentucky, and that was Tennessee.
Lucky for Kentucky though, they get a week off, so they don't have a midweek game this week. So you're just gearing up for Florida all week.
Yep.
So maybe they can catch them off guard, but it's at Florida.
I don't see a way they can win this game.
Yeah.
And that's not a fault. I think that's okay. I do think that's okay. Keep it close. Nobody's really asking Kentucky to win this game.
No.
Just make it competitive. Don't lose like Alabama lost to them.
Yeah, don't get embarrassed. As long as if we can keep it within the realm of 10-8.
Yeah. I'm totally fine
cover
with
a spread.
I'm totally fine.
Yeah. And then we move into Texas Tech at Arizona. I mean,
there's so many good games.
Yeah, there's a lot of good games. I mean, this is at Arizona though. Arizona remains undefeated for me.
I don't know how we can pick them to lose until they show me that they're not the best team in the last couple of years. I don't know how I could ever pick against them.
Koa Pete and JT Toppin matchup is going to be cinema.
Yeah, 2 just absolute big bodies, bro.
Oh yeah.
I think Arizona's way deeper than Texas Tech. JT Toppin is probably the best player overall in this game.
Yeah.
But give me the Wildcats.
Yeah. I mean, I think JT Toppin's probably the best player in this game. Chris Anderson's close, maybe second. But after that, it's probably 8 Arizona players in a row. So give me Arizona.
I totally agree.
And then your Super Bowl, your West Conference Bowl, Gonzaga at Santa Clara.
Yep.
Last game. I think it's at 9:30. I think it's an ESPN game. So
It should be. I mean, it should be on ABC if it was up to me. Yeah. I think this is not only my Super Bowl. It is Santa Clara's Super Bowl. This is a solidifying matchup. They had just
this is a court storm type game for sure.
Oh my gosh, yeah. All 18 fans at Santa Clara are gonna go crazy after this game.
Hey, they might sell for this game. You know?
Hey,
this is the one game a year.
They better, man. I mean, this team, Alan Graves, the guards, really showed up. Had 30 versus Wazoo. He was the only reason they won that game, and he's kind of in the shadows all year. He's really emerged. I really want Santa Clara to win this game. I don't know. They don't have the size at all for Gonzaga. Gonzaga's got EK. But even when EK goes for 20, 30 points, they still aren't the best team like we thought.
Will Braden Huff play? That's kind of the
no.
You don't think so?
He's still I think quite a ways away from playing. Because the initial report was hopefully for in time for the conference tournament. And so that's still 4 weeks away.
March,
I think Santa Clara gets them. I do. I think Santa Clara is not the better team, but they're at home and they are hungry. They know they have no margin for error.
They do know.
But Gonzaga, I really wish they didn't lose to Portland. I really did wish they would.
Yeah, because that makes my pick a lot easier. So thank you. I'm gonna take the overall better team in Gonzaga. I think Graham Ike. I don't think there's a world where he shouldn't have 30.
Yep.
So, but the guard play again for Gonzaga is going to be telling. So if Graham Ike is double team, he's got to kick it out to one of the guards.
Yep.
At average 7 points a game, it's like. Just never know.
Yeah, so. I mean, if Alan Graves and Christian Hammond and Elijah Mahi can get up to 60, if they can get 60 points, they're the big three. I think they will win this game. And if they keep EK, got to get him in foul trouble. Santa Clara's not the biggest team. Maybe they can get him out on the perimeter, get him up in the air, pump fakes or something, but like that. I think 60 points for the big three is the number. I think they storm the court, and Mark Few. Seat gets a little hotter. No, I'm just kidding. I think Mark his seat is never hot. He can do whatever he wants. I mean, he's
not there at Gonzaga. Now, granted, if he was at a Blue Blood,
his seat
hasn't won a championship yet.
His seat warmer is on the lowest level, but I think Santa Clara, the Broncos, they get their solidification win. Christian Hammond gets on the national watch for sophomore. He's a redshirt freshman, but I think he gets on the national watch of draft players.
If Santa Clara gets this win. Are they an at-large team?
They're an at-large team right now.
Do you think this solidifies them as a guaranteed, like pretty much, unless barring they lose to 2 or 3 Portland?
Yeah, barring they lose to the bottom half of the WCC, I think.
Is this a guaranteed at-large team? So if they beat Gonzaga, then they beat the nobodies in the rest of the WCC, maybe lose to St. Mary's and a Gonzaga again.
Yeah.
Are they a solidified, for sure, come around WCC tournament time, solidified at-large team?
If it's up to me, yes. If it's up to the selection committee, no, not at all. Because they have to prove them because they're gonna put in a Missouri or a California or like a a Seton Hall or somebody like that who has played good teams in their conference day in and day out, where they're not playing like one good team every 5 games. And so Santa Clara, they have no margin for error. Right now they're in. They lose to Gonzaga, they're still in. But if they lose to St. Mary's and Gonzaga in the tournament, they're out. Yeah. I think they got to win this game, and they got to make the WCC championship still.
Now I'm moving to a little segment I got. I'm going to ask you the top 5 players you think in each conference. We'll start with the SEC because that's our team's conference. That's the conference we watch the most. Who do you got as your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
1. I think this is not everybody's 1, but it's mine. I think he has most impact all around the court, defensive, rebounding, everything. Give me Thomas Houck from Florida.
I agree. I 100% agree. I think Tommy Houck is the most impactful player on Florida. I mean, if they didn't have him, Florida would realistically be like a 500 team. Seriously.
I think, he puts him over the edge, the way he can run out in transition, and now he's developed the 3 ball. Give me Tommy Houck. Number 2, who do you got?
I'm going to go with Tega Owe. I mean, he's averaged 22 points in conference play. He's the engine for Kentucky. If they didn't have him, like Tommy Houck, the impact, we'd probably be 500.
Yeah, if we truly aspect the value part of each team, these are the 1 and 2s, and it's not truly close because of how much they value. I think Tyler Tanner's close to that too. We'll talk about him later. But I think number 2 for me is LeBaron Philon. He's averaging 22, second in the SEC in points. And when he's going, Alabama's a scary team. When he gets in foul trouble and gets exploited on the defensive end, he's not. I think Owe is a close 3. I'm going to jump to 3 for Tega Owe. Yep. He has been fantastic this year. He's probably one of the best fast break players in all of the country. The way he can do it on the defensive end as well really sets him apart. I think he's a top 10 defender in the country on ball. And the way he can hack the rim, dish it out, and now he can even shoot the mid-range. I'll take it at 3.
Yeah, and then Philon's going to be my 3. I mean, he's the engine for this Alabama offense. I mean, if they didn't have him, I guess if you take every good player off, every best player off a good team.
But they still have Aiden Holloway and all them.
Yeah, I mean, he's the engine for the offense. 4, I really want to go Tyler Tanner, but I got to show love to this guy. I have to put Keyshawn Hall. I might have Tyler Tanner outside my top 5, which is kind of crazy, but I have to give love to Keyshawn Hall. I mean, he's averaging, I think, close to 22 points per game for Auburn. I think he's really slept on just because Auburn isn't that great. But if you watch him play, they're the go-to guy. Todd Pettiford came back. He's taking a huge backseat to Keyshawn Hall. He's going to be my 4 spot.
Fair enough. He doesn't crack my top 5, and the guy you just mentioned, Tyler Tanner, does. I think he's had some down games, but so has Vandy. I think he is just as elite as anybody else on this list. If we're not talking about NBA, I think Tyler Tanner is a clear 4 spot for me. The way he can pass the ball, he can even rebound. He is a true leader of this team. You need guards in March. He is that guard for Vandy. Yeah. Give me Tyler Tanner at the 4 spot.
Yeah. I think my 5 spot, it's going to have to be a tie. It's going to have to be a tie between Tyler and Darius. I mean, they're both stellar. Like you said, guards win in March. Darius Acuff's going to be that lead guard for Arkansas. Finally, get rid of DJ Wagner. Holy cow. And now Tyler Tanner steps in as that lead guard. It was kind of him versus Duke Miles. Now it's definitely Tyler Tanner's that lead guard spot. Give me those as a tie for 5. I can't choose.
Fair enough. I think number 5 for me, you already said it, Darius Acuff. He's a leader of that team. He is a true NBA prospect. When he is on, Arkansas is on. I mean, in the second half versus Kentucky, he was on. Second half versus LSU, he's on. I mean, he's a second half kind of player. He's averaging about 20 points a game, can really dish the ball. He's an elite rim attacker, and he can shoot the 3. Darius Acuff at the 5.
Yeah. Those are the top 5 players in the SEC. Now we'll move on to the Big Ten. Number 1, I think I'm going to go Yaxel Lindenberg. I know it could be a decision at this point. I mean, but Michigan's the best team in the Big Ten. He's the best player there. Give me Yax.
Yeah, give me Yax as well. I wanted to put Wagler at the 1. That's a little bit of recency bias. Give me Yax and Lindenberg.
Yep.
Number 2, who do you got?
I'm still going to go Braden Smith. Despite the recent struggle at Purdue, and I know Braden Smith hasn't been that $3 million player that he sought out to be, but he's still the engine for this team. I mean, everything's ran through him. I would love to put Keelan Wagler in the spot, but again, at the beginning of the year, he didn't play as much, so I'm still going to give that nod to Braden Smith. Yeah,
this is my recency bias. I think when they matched up, who won the game for him? It was Keaton Wagler. I think Keaton Wagler's at the 2. I know he hasn't been sustainable all year, but once Boswell went out, Keaton Wagler has looked just as good as anybody else in the entire country. He's really carried this team. Illinois has taken that next step, and it is mostly due to Keaton Wagler and his elevation. Number 3, like we just said, Braden Smith. Braden Smith is still, like you said, the engine. He is a point guard. He has everything you want in a point guard. He's unselfish, but I think he's being a little bit too unselfish. I want to see him absolutely take over a game. I don't want him to stop pump faking the lane. I want him to doing these Pinoy steps. I want him to take over versus Oregon. Who's taking the last shot? It needs to be Braden Smith. I need him to take over for him to really elevate back in that 1 spot for me.
Yeah, Keaton Wagler is going to be my 3. I mean, he's Illinois' best player at this point, and he dropped 40 against Purdue. I mean, nothing says. Absolute microwave. I mean, he's a dog. 4 spot, I'm going to go Jeremy Fears. I don't like him, but, I mean, he's the engine for MSU. I mean,
he's awesome.
He does everything. Rajon Rondo type build, type point guard. Love to watch him play, even though he's an ass, in all things considered. But give me Jeremy Fears.
That's one way to put it. Wow. I'm going to agree with you. I mean, his stat lines are, if he has a 20-10 game, it's probably an off game because he's about 25 and 15 every game. He has been the reason they won these games. Despite him being a little Draymond Green, Grayson Allen-esque, he's fantastic, and you can't deny that. I wanted to put Bennett Sturts at the 4, but he's my number 5. He is kind of the guy for Iowa. Iowa's been slept on. They haven't beaten these top of the top Big Ten teams. I think they will get hot late in the season. I still got them around the 7 seed in the seed line. But coming from Drake, I mean, and Ben McCollum coming with him, he's really needed to prove to me that he could do it at that next level. Yeah. He's done it at every level so far, and he's still doing it. He's an elite shooter, elite point guard. He's somebody I would want to lead my team.
Yeah, same. I'm going to go Bennett Sturts at the 5 too. I mean, he's Iowa's everything pretty much. I mean, he's Ben McCollum's guy. He's going to lead them in this tournament. I'm curious to see where they're going to finish up seed line wise, but also shout out Bruce Thornton. I mean, he's Ohio State's best player. I mean, Ohio State's bad, so no one's going to pay attention to him, but he's averaging 19 a game.
Yeah.
I kind of want to put him in the 5 spot, but I'll give that nod to Bennett Stearns.
And my honor mentions for this are Bruce Thornton, Price Sanford, Rank Moss. I think Rank Moss and Sanford, it's hard to like distinguish who's the true best player because Nebraska's got a bunch of good guys. You know what I mean? So that's my honor mentions. Big 12, lead us off.
Yeah. I'm going to go my 1 spot, strictly college, JT, because I know everyone's going to think Darren Peterson, AJ. Give me JT Toppin because this Texas Tech team would not win a game without JT Toppin. And Darren Peterson's been out for Kansas, and they've still found a way to win. They've had good games out of Melvin Council, Trey White. So strictly impact-wise, college, give me JT Toppin.
Totally fair. I did consider it, but when this guy's on the floor, he's the best player in college basketball other than Cam Boozer. Give me Darren Peterson.
Yeah, I think totally fair.
He's one of the best. I know we're not talking about NBA, but one of the best prospects we've seen in quite the time. What he did for Texas Tech really elevated it. JT Toppin struggled. He hit those 2 flare screens, and I mean he is just an absolute dog on the court. He's as close to Kobe Bryant as we've seen in college basketball. Close really, ever. Yeah. I mean he's fantastic. But like you said, JT Toppin, he's going to come in at my number 2 spot above AJ. This is not about the draft. JT Toppin, he's got that baby hook. He's kind of like a Luka Garza type player where he's probably not going to succeed at the next level. Shout out Luka Garza, corner specialist for the Celtics right now. Yeah. But give me JT Toppin at the 2.
Yeah, can we just talk about Luka Garza shooting threes now? I mean,
he's fantastic.
He didn't shoot a 3 in college.
I mean, the Celtics just have the best development. I mean, him and Neemias Queta are just – I wish I didn't trade for Vooch because I like those two in the front court.
Yeah. But. My 2 spot's going to be Darren Peterson, 3 followed up by AJ. I mean, 1 and 2 pick in the NBA draft right now. I mean, Darren Peterson's unbelievable when he plays. That's why he's going to be my 2.
Yeah.
I really do kind of want to put AJ in my 2 just because he's played more. And I think he's averaging 24, which is the most in college basketball.
Yep.
But when Darren Peterson's on, he's by far the best player, so I can't knock that. So he's going to be in my 2 spot. AJ's going to be in my 3. Who's going to be in your 4?
Yeah, AJ's my 3. Almost was my 2. But I think with Richie Saunders and I don't think
really AJ or JT.
Almost. I still got AJ at 3. I think he's been fantastic. No, we don't need to say much about Devanza. He's a great player. He's a true NBA player. Number 4. This guy could even be higher. I don't know where to rank him. He's fantastic. He does everything for Iowa State. Give me Joshua Jefferson.
Josh Jefferson. That's a good pull. My 4, I'm going to give love to Houston. Give me Kingston Flemings. I think he's just an absolute microwave. I think he's probably right outside of that top 3 NBA draft. He's at that, maybe now that 4 or 5 spot. Just had 40 recently. I got to show love to Houston here. Give me Kingston Flemings.
Fair enough. I mean, what doesn't he do?
Yeah.
What doesn't he do? Seriously. I mean, he played great against BYU. That he doesn't have to do as much as AJ does because of, he's got a bunch of dogs around him like AJ does too. But I think at the 5 spot, I'm really in a pickle here. I'm between Jaden Bradley because he's the best player on the best team in the country, possibly in the last couple of years. Kingston Flemings and Richie Saunders. I really don't know who to pick. I think Richie Saunders has been super underrated. He is an absolute sniper. When AJ is off, he is on. And it's unbelievable. And I have him in my 5 spot in my notes right now. I think I'm just going to keep him there. I really think that when he's on, and he is super underrated. And I'm going to show Richie some love because he can be in the shadow sometime.
Yeah, Richie can definitely be in the shadow. I mean, last year he's BYU's best player. This year, but he's Mr. Hit or Miss for me, and I have to show love to Arizona. There's no way I can skip over him. Like you said, Jaden Bradley, best player on the best team. No way I can't put him in the top 5.
Totally fair enough. Let's hit the ACC real fast. This is not as talented and deep as the other conferences.
Top 1 and 2 are easy. Cam Boozer, Caleb Wilson.
Easy.
Enough said.
Those players aren't talked about enough, but they are just absolutely fantastic basketball players.
Yep.
Who's at your 3 spot?
I don't know. I'm going to go Boopy Miller. I just think engine for the offense. Give me him.
Yeah, you really got to watch basketball to rank these 5. And I think Ibuka Corey from Stanford, he's a freshman. He doesn't get talked about enough because his freshman class is so good. I mean, he is unbelievable. He's averaging about 22 a game. The only reason Stanford even has a chance at the tournament is because of Okori. They don't anymore because they've lost too many games. But give me him. Give me 4, Boopy Miller, one of my favorite players. I tweeted earlier this year, learn the name before he ruins your team in March. I think he has kind of taken a step back to Pierce in the offense. Pierce has really stepped up. SMU's kind of taken a step down. Still give me Boopy, though. He's fantastic. Yeah. Who's your 4 or 5?
I think my 5 spot, strictly just off talent. Maybe this is an NBA bias. I'm still going to go Mike Hill. Just give me the NBA bias. I think talent-wise, I think he's top 5. Yeah. So he's going to slide into my 5 spot, even though probably wouldn't give him the nod if he wasn't an NBA prospect.
That's fair enough. I mean, at the let's see where I did. I did the 4. At the 5, I'm gonna go Juke Harris. I know Wake Forest has been at the bottom of the barrel, but I mean, it's not Juke Harris's fault. I mean, it's kind of like Hunter Salas. You know, what more could they do when he was at Wake Forest? He's averaging 21, and he's shooting really efficient games. He doesn't ever really have a game under 15 points. And I mean, we saw what he did versus Louisville. He's fantastic. Michael Brown was in there. Conwell was in there. DeRitter. All those guys. I mean, even Malik Renaud. It's just a tough list in the ACC, but those are my top 5.
Now we're going to get into our new segment. Where did they go to college? We're going to close out every episode with this from now on. This guy over here just knows basically where every NBA player, no matter if they're an all-star or a role player, went to college. So we'll start here. Where did Jalen Pickett go to school?
Jalen Pickett. When Penn State was at their prime, Jalen Pickett was a dog, man. He low center of gravity. He was an animal, man. Him and Lamar Stevens had Penn State rolling. Shrewsbury left to go to Notre Dame. Nuggets legend, Jalen Pickett.
Correct. 1 for 1. How about Gabe Vincent?
Gabe Vincent. Come on, man. UC Santa Barbara.
Correct.
The Gauchos. Shout out Gabe Vincent. Just got traded.
And shout out A.J. Mitchell. UC Santa Barbara legends right there.
There we go.
How about Sam Hauser?
Sam Hauser. He went to Marquette. And then he went to Virginia. Marquette, he played against Murray State, against John Morant. Then he went to Virginia, was on that great team. Shout out Sam Hauser.
Wow, you're going to get transfer portal and everything too, huh? How about Bruce Brown?
Bruce Brown. Oh, this should be an easy one for me. Could we come back to it?
Yeah, we can come back to it if you want. How about Lindy Waters III, former Thunder legend?
Former Thunder legend. He stayed home. Oklahoma State.
Yeah, he did stay home. How about Moussa Diabate? Recently played a lot of minutes for the Hornets now.
Come on, bro. He played with Hunter Dickinson at Michigan when they were the 10 seed, went on a Sweet 16 run. Moussa Diabate went to Michigan.
He did, correct. How about Johnny Furphy,
Come on, bro.
Former first-round pick, Pacers?
Furphy. I had the Furphy cut in the summer. Love that. Kansas legend Johnny Furphy.
Yeah. And how about, I think he was a fringe lottery pick, second-year player. How about Keyshawn George?
Keyshawn George, Miami prospect.
Yeah. So you're just missing one more. Where did Bruce Brown go to school?
Man, can I get a hint? A little bit of a hint. I should know this. ACC, man. Miami's correct.
There
we go.
I was gonna say that one might have already said his college on here, but hey, Miami. How about 8 for 8 first round? I mean, hey, no cheating, no nothing.
No cheating.
Just random generated. I mean, yeah. I mean, wow. That's just wow.
There we go.
There we go. Impressive. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Shout out Press on Sports. Go watch some college basketball this week.
This was a fun podcast. If you listen all this way, you're a real one. If you got any ideas for what we should do for segments, we love doing it. This is strictly for fun. Appreciate y'all. Peace out.